R.I.P. Duke the Jeweler. One of his last few moments was him killing the dice game with J. Prince Jr. and Lil Bootsy. And he was for sure outshining everybody at the dice game. With over $1 million in jewelry and enough paper to go all night with these guys, he looked like he was having a good time while everybody else was stressing.
Man, Lord.
You supposed to be mad. That nigga gonna have $1,000. What are you here for?
Bootsy looked like he was gonna drool over his shoulder, man, counting all that paper. Well, he just so happened to be a Bootsy fan. According to Bootsy, he asked to go to the concert together, but unfortunately, this would be the last concert he attended, because after the concert, Duke the Jeweler met with Bootsy in the parking lot, and he was showing off his jewelry, designer bags, and all the cash he had. But right after this meeting with Bootsy, he was walking to his car, and that's when he got gunned down. According to Bootsy, he has no idea of what happened and was surprised by the whole incident. This is his reaction.
What happened to him, bro? He was walking to his car or something, some dude tried to rob him. Some dudes tried to rob him. See, some dudes had tried to rob me and walked off by himself, bro. I had just met dude yesterday. Try to rob dude, man. Dude must ain't get up.
Spoke to the flight exec. We're number 2 for departure. Flight attendants.
He heard the shots, but it like they was far away in the parking lot. He must have went to his car or something, bro. Dude was finna make a piece of it too. Damn. Nah, we went to a concert. Me and Plies had a concert last night. Shit must have happened when everybody was walking to the car.
Coincidentally, R.I.P. Takeoff, but one of his last moments was also after a J. Prince Jr. dice game. Now, rumor has it that Quavo lost about 100 bands before getting extremely upset, and you can hear him and Mike Prince argue in this clip.
Hold on, look. They know y'all, but they not gonna be disrespectful like they want it. But they have to be disrespectful even when you win. They don't care about no basketball, bro. You just play basketball. You just saw me play basketball. Y'all niggas just in the gym. Play like that, bro. Don't play like that, bro. Hey, let go. I ain't finna sit.
To me, that sounded like I'm trying to win my money back and you guys keep bringing up basketball like it's All-Star Weekend. Stop talking about basketball and let's get back to this dice game. But according to Mike Prince, he was just trying to calm the basketball talk down and it had nothing to do with gambling.
It wasn't a situation that it turned out to be. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, me saying I'm de-escalating, I'm basically just telling nephew, like, hey, it ain't worth talking about. He's like, man, you won't talk about basketball. It ain't, leave it alone, stop talking about it. Period, like, stop talking about basketball. You don't want to talk about basketball, stop. It wasn't about no dice game.
So you telling me both these murders right after a J. Prince Jr. dice game, according to them, has nothing to do with the dice game? Well, thankfully, Whack 100 finally got a call. I think it's from Spy 37, and he's gonna clear up all this nonsense. As a matter of fact, this is a whole scam set up by J. Prince Jr. allegedly, and some of the suspects in Takeoff's murder case. Check out what Whack had to say.
Yeah.
Yo, so I had a dude call me, right? And that Junior been having some going on down there in Houston, bro. We got the media team in here. So It's an inside motherfucker. Now this motherfucker, he's the one that's tied to the dude that makes the loaded dice. Right? Check the play out. All entertainers, when you go to Houston, stay away from Jay Prince Jr. The whole play going on. Here go the play right here. The play is a loaded dice. Now I'm gonna talk about something. Let me see if y'all catch up with what I'm saying. The entertainer invites him in, act like he's covering for him, hanging out, everything is cool. Let's go here, let's go there, let's go here, let's go there. He introduces the dice game. He got 3 right, who rotate the dice. Now these dice is loaded. The tell me it's a Wolf, Big Caprice, and watch this, and Little Cam are the loaded dice rotators, right? He said what? There was a situation that occurred that a certain jeweler around and got past the dice on accident and was hitting all them for a couple hundred. They got irritated about that. I ain't gonna go too far into that story because, right? Boom. The only way they could get their money back was however their money back. He said, but Lil Cam, Wolf, and Big Caprice are the 3 designated to say I'm up, I got the next, and they pass the dice to each other, but they loaded, but they shooting against them up whoever's in town, the entertainer. Right? They say Jay Prince Jr., he get 30% of whatever the take is. Now, when we was watching DJ Academics breakdown, that people was talking crazy, talking about that changed the dice. Remember they was having a little confrontation, they was about the dice.
Yeah.
But hold on. Who did they arrest first?
Lil Cam.
Boom! So when he said, bro, he said it went bad on him not too long ago because his mom passed the dice to the other side and they couldn't say nothing and them hit him for a couple hundred. Yeah. They say Lil Boosie was mad in the mouth. Was a jeweler. I gotta do my research, see what jeweler might have been down there shooting dice. But nevertheless, to all the entertainers, you know, Dukes of Hazzard was one of my favorite shows, right? I don't know if y'all watched that. I was thinking about Daisy Dukes for a reason. I don't know why I said that. You know, one might go with it, may not go with it, but I don't know. If the math is math, and let it math. But entertainers, beware of with Jay Prince Jr. when he talking about let's go shoot some dice. Because the loaded dice crew of 3 Lil Cam, Wolf, and Big Caprice. We know Lil Cam in there because I believe somehow, some way, he was caught up in the dice situation. Rest in peace, Takeoff. I don't know what's going on. But what I do know is this. Jay Prince Jr. got a whole thing that when y'all come into town, hold on, bro. Didn't they say 5th Ward earlier that day shooting dice?
Yep.
That's a fact. That word been out, Wack. That word been out. We been had that memo. And
then, so this have been getting hit all day, and it got to the point at the thing where Quavo like, that is the dice. That's what this nigga Jay Prince Jr., boy, these niggas got all kind of shit going on down there. He said the jeweler nigga got past the dice. He didn't even know the motherfuckers was loaded. He just think he hitting. These niggas is mad as a motherfucker because they like, nigga, how you pass this nigga the loaded dice on us? Spy 35 said his name was Duke the jeweler.
Yeah,
No.
Duke the jeweler, the guy killed before you went to that show.
So
Same thing they do down here in Atlanta.
Killed after the show. Boozy was involved in that.
He got killed
Boozy had
after
nothing to
the
do with
dice
that.
game when he left the dice
So
game.
wait. I thought they robbed Duke for jury. They didn't rob him for jury.
No,
Man,
remember they called him outside the car, outside the stadium. Remember, they called him outside the car, and he still had his bag of jewelry. He still had everything. He had everything on him.
Hey, Wack, let me tell you why thing happened.
Oh, wait. No. See, the nigga called me yesterday. Listen, bro. Y'all remember a week ago, I told you the bitch called me and told me he heard that nigga Junior on the balcony talking, and the motherfucker said 80 to 100. Okay, I'm gonna let my people know. Called another nigga and said, yo, stay from over there. Them people just called me. They finna get to work. They gonna pick up 80 to 100 niggas. My man yesterday told me they picked up 88 niggas in Houston. This nigga Junior, I think Junior done got his ass caught up, and I think this nigga working. And they hit the 5th ward too. I told you the nigga already got an issue about his daddy down there on whatever that, all that shit he was telling me down there. Right? So they say Junior take is 30% of the loaded dice scheme.
Well, they been doing that hustle though. They been doing that shit since 2000. They do that down here.
Nah,
That's
ain't no
old.
day. We talking about Houston. When entertainers come into Houston, this nigga gets them like he hosted them, and he drives them to shooting dice with these 3 niggas who was his loaded dice crew: Lil Cam, Wolf, and Big Caprice.
Hey, Wack, watch your phone. Watch how many entertainers gonna hit you like, you know what? I've been down there and I ain't never win no games. Or gonna start clicking.
If you a motherfucking artist, entertainer, and you been down there to Houston with the hosting of J. Prince Jr., and that nigga led you to a dice game, and you was getting hit for all your shit, and you remember 3 niggas by the name of Big Caprice, Wolf, or Lil Cam, y'all need to get on J. Prince Jr. bumper, because it was a lineup. Y'all need to holler at that nigga, because his people done told me inside, he said, what? We didn't want to give him the motherfucking loaded dice.
Who goddamn Quavo was arguing with before he walked off?
I think the argument was about the dice.
But who he was arguing with though?
I don't know.
Lil Cam.
Oh, was he?
They say he was arguing with Lil Cam when he was like, I already don't play basketball. I don't want to talk about no motherfucking basketball. He was like, don't play like that. Bro, don't play like that. Then he was like, hey, let me get up out of here before I hurt somebody. That's when he walked off.
Who walked off?
That's when Quavo walked off.
So what Lil Cam and so he was shooting dice with Lil Cam. He wanted to load the dice, nigga.
Yeah, he was arguing with him about the dice. That's why Mike Prince was like, hey, bro, they not going to be, if you listen to the video, he was like, they not going to be disrespectful. They not going to be disrespectful. Old boy got to talk shit to him. Quavo was hot.
Oh, shit. So what Lil Cam in jail for right now? Because the other DJ niggas, they say his bullet, he in there for the murder. The DJ
violated his probation or some shit.
But Lil Cam was a nigga that, so Lil Cam had to load the dice. But the J. Prince Jr. behind all this shit. This motherfucker, dirty dog.
Think about it, bro. He gonna get 30% regardless. You see what I'm saying?
He get 30% of the take of the loaded dice.
Yeah, so he gonna get his money.
10,000, he's seeing 3,000.
We'll shoot dice at the funeral.
Yeah, but he got the loaded dice. He got the whole setup. Is the nigga? He got 3 niggas that's gonna rotate with the dice.
Man, you know how that shit do. Nigga be like, put out.
He brings the entertainers.
Right.
And persuades them to shoot the dice.
Right.
And boom.
He rotate. He rotating 3 different niggas. He got 3 different shooters rotating. You got 3 different shooters rotating, then you got the side bend, then you got niggas who calling it, then you got niggas who kicking dice. Come on, bro, this some down south shit. That shit can go on all night. Before you know it, you be done lost 200,000-300,000. You be done lost 200,000-300,000 easy.
And he's seeing 30% of 300 is 90.
There you go.
This is a cold nigga.
Yeah, that's a cold ass setup.
It's a cold, this motherfucker, this nigga stay in the middle of some shit. Yeah, they hitting, but I tell you what, they getting off the nigga. Cause they running the info.
He ain't the only one that do that. That's why them niggas always be saying change the dice. He ain't the only one that do that.
Nah, he the only one we know that's rapping.
Nah, you missing the point though, bro. He the only motherfucker that's luring the entertainers in, my